Alright. So, if you don't know who Alexstrasza is, she's a dragon lady. There's a mouth. Oh. Anyway, I'm a dragon lady. Her basic talents are pretty interesting. Her Q is the gift of life, so it'll cost 15% of your own health to heal your ally, and then it will convert that 15% of your own health into 150% in your ally. Sounds a little confusing, right? But it makes sense. It shows you easy way to tell how much you're gonna heal is this thing right here. So as of right now, at full health at level 20, I will be healing this Malfurion 882 because he's an idiot. And then it goes down, right? Because my health went down, and it's going back up because I'm healing. So it's going back up because why are these guys even here? Go away. Anyway, that's her Q talent. Her W is abundance. It drops a big circle and it heals. This green circle that's going around tells you when it's about to pop, so you can stand in it to get the healing. That timer is 3 seconds. And it will heal anyone in this circle for 20% of their maximum health. So that's pretty dang good. It just takes a little while, so it might feel really slow. So again, this green circle that's going around, once it reaches the other end, then it will pop the heal. So you don't have to be standing in it. And a thing that you can do with it is, if your team is chasing, then you can put it ahead, and then you're able to like run into it, stuff like that. So that's something you can do with it. Her E talent, I'm gonna call it Flame Buffet, because I like eating. It's called Flame Buffet, so you just shoot a fireball. It's a skill shot. You shoot a fireball. Once you hit someone with it, they're set on fire. If you hit someone who is on fire, it will deal additional damage, and it will also slow them for 40%, and the slow decays over 2 seconds. Oh, and on top of that, if you're hitting someone already burning, it will refund the mana cost. So this is really important for her if you want to wave clear. So what you can do with it to wave clear is go away. You know, obviously the first one will cost mana, but if you just keep hitting in it like that, then it won't cost mana, right? This is on a 2-second cooldown. I have cooldowns toggled right now, but it's only on a 2 seconds, so it's super fast. And you just have to keep angling yourself. So another thing that you can do, he's on fire, right? I can angle it, so I hit him and the tower, and now the tower is on fire. So now this tower will give me back mana whenever I hit it. And then you can keep pushing it like that, so you can hit other towers with it, keep pushing it with the tower, stuff like that. So now I have a safety net on the structures for me to keep hitting, so I can move and angle, so I hit Arthas and this. These towers are already on fire, so I keep getting the mana back and stuff like that. So you can use a lot of careful positioning in lane in team fights to keep up your flame stacks on people and never lose mana. So that can be really strong. I did that in a couple games, so I'll probably be posting those games on YouTube as well, so you guys can watch that. It's pretty good. Her 2 ults. Her first ult is Lifebinder. So you link with an ally, and whoever has the higher health percentage, it will equalize like after 2 seconds. Ugh. So what that means is, if you're really good at positioning on Alexstrasza and you have 100% health and your Johanna is up in the team's face and she's dying, you life bind with your Johanna. After 2 seconds, she will have the same percentage health that you have. So because you're at 100% and she's at 2% and it procs, bam, suddenly she's at 100%. It works the other way around too. So let's say you got ganked by this mean Arthas guy, and your Malfurion is at 100% health, but you're super dying. So you bind with, or you super know you're gonna die, because you know you need the 2-second buffer time. So you bind with Malfurion at 100% health, and then your health still ticking down, boom, boom, boom. 2 seconds later, 100% health. Super value. So it's kind of like Ancestral. Not really, but kinda. Also keep in mind that Ancestral takes 1 second to proc, and Lifebinder is 2 seconds. So it's a pretty significant difference, but it can be really, really good. Her other level 10 talent is Cleansing Flame. So the way this works is you can use it to get out of a fight. So let's say the Arthas dude is on you, you can use Cleansing Flame to get away. So it will pop you in the sky after 1.25 seconds, and you'll be dropping fireballs where your cursor is. And the fireballs deal damage to enemies and heals your allies, okay? And then after you drop all the fireballs, you land where your cursor is. So, other thing with this is you can travel really, really far. So let me use this really quick. So I'm gonna R. So this is the cursor, right? And every time that you land a fireball, you can like reposition because your dragon is moving, and this is the landing circle. So let me show you that again. So first it goes, you know, it's this indicator right here that goes all the way over here, right? But because you put your cursor, let's say near your keep, your fort, whatever this is, I guess it's a keep, then your dragon will fly over there, and then that will be the new center for your indicator. So you can keep moving, so you can probably go across the map. We can try it out. Yep, you're going around, and then this is the circle where you land, so sup nerds. So that's how it works, okay? So you jump up, you know, you drop your damage and stuff. This is damage, this is also heal, so it both heals and it deals damage. And then this is, when it's the triple circle, that means you're gonna land. So you can also heal people with it. See this Malfurion? He needs healing. Wow. So you can both heal and deal damage with this. And then you land somewhere. So this can definitely be a safety ult. So if someone's on you, you can use it to get away, stuff like that. Kind of like how Medic can take Medevac to Ice Block, you can take this to be literally invulnerable and move. It's like Falling Sword, kind of like. So that's her two ultimates. Her D is Dragon Queen. So you become a dang dragon. You gain health, it scales. The amount of health scales. So after 1.25 seconds, you become a dragon, you gain health, and it empowers all her abilities. And her E becomes something different. So you become a dragon. I'm a dragon now. So her Q still heals, right? But instead of 15%, it's 20%. And it doesn't deal damage to her. It doesn't take any of her health pool. So this is really good. So obviously you want to spam this on cooldown. When you're in dragon mode, like literally just spam your Q whenever you can. Probably toggle it. So you can just spam it, keep spamming it, really good. Her W becomes a bigger circle, and on top of that it heals for 30% of maximum health instead of 20%. So that's also really good. And then her E ability now becomes a cone in front of you where it will knock back people and slow them. So like this. I'll just knock back them and they get a little bit slow. So it's kinda like a mini gust, you know? And you can of course use your ult while you're in dragon mode. So one other important thing about dragon mode is that when you become a dragon and when you exit dragon, you get an invulnerability frame. So if you watch, my health bar will disappear. So it blinks, it disappears for half a second. So this is really important. You can drop aggro like this. You can probably drop stuff like triple tap. So triple tap is channeling on you. If you go dragon form, it'll probably drop it. I haven't tested that, but I don't see why it wouldn't. If you're taking core damage, the core is shooting you, the keep is shooting you, you go in dragon form, you get that one invulnerability frame, it will retarget to something else again. So again, you get one invulnerability frame right there. So it can be really good situationally. One thing that I used it for in a game was a Nova used Precision Strike, and I dragoned, and in that split frame, I didn't get hit by it. So I took 0 damage from that. And you get one invulnerability frame going into dragon and one going out of dragon. So those are important things. Another important thing to know is that, so I'm taking off toggle cooldown, right? Another important thing to know is that it resets your cooldowns on your basic abilities when you go into dragon mode. So I can Q this dummy and drop my W, and then I go into dragon mode. I have my W again. I have a new W. I have a Q again. So that's what it's really good. It also works going out of dragon. So again, spam as much as you can in dragon. Spam all your heals and stuff in dragon and it'll be back up. So I have everything back up again. So ideally you want to use your heals at minimum before popping into dragon. Or at least, maybe if not your Q, because maybe you're low health and that's why you're swapping a dragon, but definitely use your W. So you can do this. You can W, dragon, and then you have a second W. So you can have 2 giant Healy circles back to back immediately when you go into dragon mode. So that's what is really good about it. So those are some fun things that you should probably know if you're playing her. Okay, so let's go over her talents really quick. So her talents are Live and Let Live. So when Alexstrasza is above 75% health, Gift of Life's cooldown recharges 100% faster. So makes sense. You know, if you're above 75% health, this cooldown is faster. However, it seems a little difficult because currently in her base kit, her only form of self-sustain is her W on a 16-second cooldown, and it doesn't pop until after 3 seconds. So this can be a little spookers. Definitely never take this unless you're double healing, because you're not going to be able to have this almost ever, right? Her W talent is Circle of Life. You collect regen globes. After 15 regen globes, it heals for additional 5% max health. So instead of 20%, it'll do 25% max health. And then after you collect 25 globes, then it will create a regen globe of its own. This I found was a little difficult to complete. However, when they change globes in game, because there will be a globe change where the globe minion, after a couple seconds, it will become a neutral globe, so you could steal people's globes. So if you're winning lane, that can mean that you can get this really fast. If you're losing lane, that can mean that you never get this. So that's a little bit of a gamble. Her E talent is Flames of Fury. So again, you need to hit burning heroes with this. So to burn heroes, you need to hit them once first, and then you can burn them afterward. So that the second one's a burn. Sorry, it's a 2-second cooldown. And then they are burned for a total of 5.5 seconds. So it's not too hard. So if you burn people, that's how you start getting rewards for this. And then once you hit 20 burning heroes with this, hitting burning heroes after that will start reducing the cooldown of Dragon Queen by 5 seconds. So that is your passive, your D, when you become a big dragon lady. So it's currently at 150 cooldown. If you are hitting burning heroes, it will go down by 5 seconds. So that's pretty good. Alright, her level 4 talents is Surge of Vitality. Abundance grants move speed. So grant them 30% move speed for 3 seconds. Don't forget that the thing about Abundance talents is that Abundance takes 3 seconds to proc. So it is more difficult to use Abundance talents than you might think. It's on a 16-second cooldown and it takes 3 seconds to proc, which means that you can only proc this once every 19 seconds. So I would already just, you know, not even consider this. Tear it out of the book. Don't even look at this. Doesn't seem that good. Heat exhaustion is it increases the slow from this. So you burn a target and then you hit them again when they're burning. Instead of slowing for 40%, it will slow for 60%. And that is a decay over 2 seconds. So sounds fine to me. Pretty good. Very spammable skill. As long as you are not missing, you're able to continuously reapply this and slow people every 2 seconds. So it's pretty dang good. It's a pretty good skill. And then there's also Exuberance. Her last one is while Alexstrasza is above 75% health, you gain 15% movement speed. So you're running around like this. Well, now you're faster. Wow. Incredible. But this requires you to remain above 75% health. So it can be a little bit hard to use because you're constantly probably healing people with your Q. And again, that takes 15% of your health every time. At level 7, her talents are Life Blossom. When you are above 75% of health, your Q creates a Life Blossom at the target's location. And then you can collect that to make your next heal cost no health. I actually don't know if this keeps stacking, so I could probably figure that out. Oh, is that just a little flower? That's kind of cute. Okay, so I think you can keep doing it. Okay, so as long as you're above 75% health, you no longer have to use health to heal. So this can be really good with double healer. It means that you personally will not be taking damage from doing this. So this can be pretty good. And it looks like it blinks when you're above the 75% health. So if you have a good double healer, I think you can use it in conjunction with Live and Let Live, because both these talents require Alexstrasza to be above 75% health. So that will put your Q on a faster cooldown, and it'll also put your Q not requiring any health. So that can be really, really good together, depending on who your secondary healer is. And you absolutely need to have double healer to do this. Her other talent at 7 is Verdant Flourish. So she receives 30% more healing from Abundance and 100% more healing from Regeneration Globes. So obviously, they want you to pair this with a level 1 talent, because you heal more from Abundance, and you actually get more heal from Globes, which Circle of Life grants a globe. So they definitely want you to pair this with this, and they want you to pair Life Blossom with Live and Let Live. Wow. And what's her last talent? Fire Within. Hitting a burning hero with flame, her E, heals Alexstrasza for 10% of her maximum health. They probably want you to pair it with that. So all her level 7 talents, they want you to pair it with whatever is at level 1. However, my favorite personally is the E talent, because it gives her self-sustain. So you can, you know, keep dropping heals, keep dropping damage, keep healing yourself. So this is usually my favorite. So what I like to do is this so far. At level 10, we already went through her ults. I think personally that Life Binder, I was gonna say Life Blender. I think Life Binder will be the go-to talent. However, if you feel like you're getting dove, then you go Cleansing Flame. Does that make sense? So this will help you not get dove. It's almost like they want synergy. Hello, friends. Yeah, so I think Life Binder will be the usual standard. However, Cleansing Flame does have its uses. Butchers the Life Blender. Did I say Life Blender? No, I said Binder. Okay, so I'm gonna take that. At level 13, she has Dragon Scale, so you gain armor when you're stunned, silenced, or raided so this is 30 armor, and you get that while you are CC'd, and for 2 seconds after, and this can only trigger every 10 seconds. So very self-explanatory, can be good against a lot of things. Obviously, take it if you need it. Pacify, you activate to slow and reduce an enemy's damage by 50% for 3 seconds, and if you heal someone who is CC'd, it reduces its cooldown by 30 seconds. Literally cuts that shit in half. And then Life Unbound is you activate it to heal an allied hero for 15% of their maximum health, and you deal damage to nearby enemies. And if you heal someone who is CC'd, it'll lower the cooldown by 30 seconds, and it by default has 90-second cooldown. Well, let's go see this one. I want to see the damage range. Okay, so that's not actually that big. So this is the damage proc range of Life Unbound. Obviously, you want to use this on your tank most of the time, because it heals based on maximum health. So you got an Arthas sitting on the enemy team, 5-man in his slowy circle. Put this heal on him, and it will burn the people who are slowed in his icicle circle. Wow, wowee, super synergy, fire and ice. But yeah, so 13 talents are all extremely situational, based on the enemy comp. So that's what you just gotta do. However, I want to actually show something. So Pacify. Haha, turns them into baby. So it's a good talent. Good talent. Good talent. Makes them baby. I like it a lot. Right? Look at that. He's so small. So honestly, I would just say take Pacify, because you turn people really small, and it's great. Look at that. Like, he's so small. Like, he's a baby. He's the size of a minion. He's the minion. Look. So anyway, take Pacify. It's great, man. He's the size of a minion. So that's pretty cool. Oh my god, you can even do it to the dummy. It's so small. Okay, anyway. So level 16, there's Tough Love. So while you're above 75% health, the Gift of Life grants target 20 armor for 2 seconds. This can work So they definitely want you to take this. If you're taking Q at 1 and 7, they're like super take Q at 16. You can still take this if you're going E build, because generally you should be above 75% health with your careful positioning and the E being able to heal you. So, but obviously if you're taking Q at 1 and 7, super duper take this at 16. Okay? W talents we don't even look at, but whatever. It says if you heal someone with abundance, they will get a shield for 3 seconds equal to 60% of the amount healed. But come on, you can only do it once every 19 seconds, right? Super duper slow. And then at 16, there is also Draconic Discipline, so it increases duration of your passive by 9 seconds. So instead of lasting for 15 seconds, it lasts for 24 seconds. So that's pretty big. You can be a big dragon for big time. Okay, your level 20 talent is Ritual Life. Lifebinder activates multiple times. It activates 3 times over 6 seconds. So yes, that literally means that you can heal somebody to 100% 3 times in 6 seconds. That is possible. Will it actually happen? I don't think so. But it is possible. It is definitely possible. So that is something that can happen. It doesn't sound bad. I mean, you can take it. It's fine. On Ruby Wings is for her other ult. So Cleansing Flame. If you heal or damage 8 heroes 8 or more times with Cleansing Flame, you become a dragon for 15 seconds when you land, and it does not consume your dragon cooldown. So remember the other ult, it's like it makes circles and you can smack people. And I think you smack people like 5 times? Yeah, five times. So in those 5 times, you gotta hit 8 people, whether it's your allies or enemies. And if you do that, you become Dargan. 15 seconds. So not bad at all. Sounds good too. Ancient Flame. Dragon Queen's attack apply her E. So when you're a dragon, your auto attacks will apply your E. But her attack speed is reduced by 25%. But it does work with the other talents. So that means that because it's applying your E, yes, it will lower the cooldown of Dragon Queen, of your next Dragon Queen. And yes, it will also heal you for 10% of your maximum health. That means that if you are consistently attacking while being a dragon, you can lower the cooldown of your next dragon by a pretty significant amount, and you will almost never die in dragon because you're constantly healing for 10% of your max health. And on top of that, when you are a dragon, you do outrange structures, so you can hit the core being outside the core. But obviously, to get this stuff in, you need to be hitting heroes. But just saying, you outrange a bunch of stuff as a dragon. So I think if you're going E builds, so whether that is E at 1 and 7 or E at 1, 7, and 4, you should take dragon, and you should take dragon again at 16 and 20. So it's a very dragon oriented build. So it's pretty good. And then her last but not least, her other level 20 talent is Blessing of the Red. So you can activate it to grant an ally hero 500 bonus health until they die. You can't use it on yourself, and you can't rebuff someone who has it already. But if they die, you can do it again. So that means that your Chromie, instead of having 2 health, she could have 502 health. Amazing. So it's not bad at all. You can make your 10,000 health Nazebo have 10,500 health instead. It can't be bad at all. I mean, you can literally put it on every single one of your allies. You can't put it on yourself. So that does mean that you can have 2,000 additional health on your team if you're able to apply it on everyone. It has a 40-second cooldown. So it can be pretty good. I've taken this a couple times. Not bad at all. I mean, you put it on Junkrat. The guy has 2 health too, so I think this talent is not bad at all. Go away, Malfurion. Why does he ult every time he comes here? But as of right now, I have one build that I really like, and that is the build that I have highlighted here. So at level 1, I like taking
yes. Just
stickers.
as I deserve.
$2.
Stickers.
Thank you for the $2. I appreciate it. Thanks. Drinking cabs. just health stack tanks. No, you can only use it one time per ally hero until they die. Yes, she can buff Murky's health, but as a reminder, if Murky dies, she needs to rebuff him, and it's on a 40-second cooldown. Yes, you can put it on a Viking, but you can only put it on one Viking at a time. And again, if they die, it's on a 40-second cooldown, you know, to buff again. So obviously you want to buff other targets first. So honestly, I would probably buff my second support, buff whoever the heck is the next squishiest and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, so it can be really good. It can definitely be really, really good. That's why I think every single one of her 20 talents can be really good. So usually this is my standard build, but honestly I really, really, really like Blessing of the Red. I think it's situational on who your team is, on who your teammates are, because you can do a lot of work with 2,000 additional health on your team. So it can be very, very, very good. And yes, you can put it on Vikings. Put it on all the Vikings. Eric's never gonna die again, right? But yeah, so this is my standard build. I like Flames of Fury. You know, again, it lowers the cooldown of your Dargon by 5 seconds every time you hit a burning hero, so you can have your Dargon up a lot. I really like playing Dargon because Dargon is super good. Don't hate me because I keep saying Dargon. I'm doing it on purpose, I swear. But yeah, because when you're in Dragon mode, your Q does not sacrifice any of your health, and it's a bigger heal. Your W is large and in charge, and it also heals for 30% of max health. Very large and in charge, and you get a little mini gust. And you get additional health. And on top of that, again, when you go into dragon form, you have an invulnerability frame. And when you get out of dragon form, you also have an invulnerability frame. So you can use that for a bunch of cool shit. Like, you know, every Nova takes triple tap, right? And everyone's gonna play Nova because stealths are getting reworked soon. So if someone's triple tapping you, hit dragon, triple tap gone. It's a keep shooting you, hit dragon, now it's shooting medic, who cares, right? As long as you're not getting shot. Super OP, right? So I really like dragon. I'm sorry, it's super good. Okay, at level 4, I know a lot of people, if you're going the E builds, people are like, oh yeah, E talent, hit me with that E talent. But I say, no. I like exuberance. I like the movement speed when you have high health, because honestly, you should be able to position well enough that you do have high health all the time. But if you do think that you're gonna get dove, fine, take heat exhaustion. If you think you're gonna get dove, you better take cleansing flame too, or else I'll be mad at you. But if you think that you're positioning God and the enemy team is a bunch of noobs that can't get to you, take this talent. It'll let you chase down nerds, and on top of that, you can reposition a lot easier with it. So I really like this talent, okay? Super good talent. Level 7, you go E again. This is your like bread and butter because it heals you every time you hit a burning hero. So you think, man, Karen, I can't keep a 75% health when I'm being a support and like healing my teammates with my Q button. That's when you say, no. This 7 talents got you. You heal every time you hit your skill shots, so make sure you get skillful and hit them, because you'll heal, okay? Very good. Strong ability, OP. Level 10, by default, go Life Binder. Again, if you think you're gonna get Dove, don't take Exuberance. If you think you're gonna get Dove, take Cleansing Flame, okay? Very important. But by default, take Life Binder. Level 13, situational, based on enemy heroes again. But, you know, obviously if you can, take Pacify. It makes people look cute. Look, Arthas is so small, like, super good talent. Why wouldn't you take this? But on top of making them super small and adorable, it slows them and it reduces the damage that they deal, and the cooldown can be gone super fast. So great talent, 10 out of 10, love it. Level 16, if you're going E build, probably go Dragon. At level 16, make sure Dragon 24 seconds, super cool. And then again, if you're going E build and Dragon stuff, you probably will want to take the Dragon upgrade. However, you know, think about your allies. Sometimes you want to be cool and give them health. This can give them 2,000 additional health on your team. So Blessing of the Red is also super good. and that's the E builds. Another build that I haven't personally tried yet, but I think will work really well. So for this to work is you need good double healer. Very important to have good double healer. You take Q talent. This one, you know, honestly, I'd probably still take Exuberance because I'm planning to be above 75% health anyway, so I might as well move faster. Still need to be above 75% health for this talent too, so I'll take that. Wow. Probably because I'm above 75% health all the time, it'd be really cool to take Lifebinder, right? So take that talent too. Again, you know, you might as well just take Pacify, make people tiny and stuff. Deal less damage. Easier to stay above 75% health if people deal less damage, so take that. Again, that's situational, 13 talent. Level 16, wow. Another above 75% health. I'll take that too. And at 20, probably I'll take Blessing of the Red in this situation. So this requires you to have a really good double healer because you need to, again, stay above 75% health. So don't do this if you're solo healer because you'll have a bad time. Don't do this if the enemy team can dive you because you'll have a bad time. Do this if you have a good front line, if you have a good double healer, and you think that you're positioning God. Because that's what this build will require you to do. However, it will allow you to toss out heals like no tomorrow. Big fat heals. And big fat heals that also grant 20 armor. So this is a super duper, you need to be really good for this, okay? So what happens when you take all these together is your Q cooldown recharges 100% faster. You move 15% faster. Your Q doesn't take health anymore because you're above 75% health. You can ancestral someone for 100% health because who cares about being above 75% health? You care about being at 100% all the time, right? You can turn someone tiny and that they deal less damage. And then you can give someone 20 armor for 2 seconds. And then you can give everyone on your team 500 health. Like, this is super duper support, but you can't die. You can't have low health. So this is very important, okay? So those are the two builds that I think you can use with her. I think by standard you would do the E build because that is it offers more self-sustain. It lets you dragon longer, which means you're punished less for, you know, spamming your heals, and it just feels good. So this is build 2. So again, build 1 was this. I prefer this, but you can take this if you want. So this is the other build. So again, if you feel like you're gonna get dove, you absolutely must take Cleansing Flame. And if you feel like you're gonna get dove, don't take talents that say you need to be above 75% health. In Dragon form, did the level 7 Life Blossom proc? I guess I can find out. I mean, I don't. Oh, you actually lose it. Oh, that's right, because when you become dragon, because of the invulnerability frame, it's like you don't exist for a little bit. Oh, thank you for the biddies, Unji. Thank you. So, one other thing. So remember the pro tips that I gave you about being dragon? Okay? I'll reiterate some of the pro tips. So pro tip being dragon is, first off, you outrange structures. Leave me alone, Arthas. I'm trying to do something on stream here. So you outrange structures. So this includes towers, keep, core, all that stuff. You outrange them. So you can literally siege from a distance. That's pro tip. The other pro tip is, oh god, I need to take this off so the duration is not that long. I can reset that really quick. So my duration on drag is not that long. Pro tip is you can spin it around and it looks really cool. Okay, so I'm gonna not toggle cooldowns. One thing about Dragon is that it does reset your cooldowns, so you can W and Q and then go Dragon. And guess what? You're gonna have them up again. Wow. So you want to be popping your cooldowns before you go Dragon, okay? Very good. And on top of that, it goes the same for human and back. So you can W now and Q. And then when you become not dragon, wow, you have them up again. Okay, so that's another pro tip that you want to know about dragon. Another pro tip about drag. Wait, zoom in on her when you cast Q. Okay. Are you being a perv? Oh wait. Oh my god, look at that boob physics! There's insane boob physics. Go away, Malfrey. He's like, boops. He just comes. Oh my god, her boob jiggles. Okay, stop. Thanks for that pro tip. Anyway, another pro tip about Dragon is when you go into Dragon and when you go out of Dragon, you have an invulnerability frame. Okay, see? My health disappears for half a second. So that can be both good and bad. It is good in ways that in that invulnerability frame, you can drop stuff like triple tap from Nova. You can drop, if the core is targeting you and you go Dragon because you have that invulnerability frame, it will stop targeting you and it'll go after someone else. Okay? But however, the reason why it can be bad is because you can cancel your own stuff with it, okay? So I'm trying to lifelink my buddy over here, but I went Dragon and it's gone. So now lifelink is on a 10-second cooldown. So if you're life bindering somebody, do not go Dragon unless you actually want to put it on a 10-second cooldown, okay? Do not do that. Okay? Because I saw the enemy Alexstrasza do that to herself twice in one Dragon. Because she tried to life binder someone and then she went into Dragon. So it canceled and went on a 10-second cooldown, and then she tried to life binder someone again, and then her Dragon dropped. So it went on another 10-second cooldown, and then she died. So don't be bad. Do not be bad, okay? Because that's super bad. And if I see any of you do that, I will go to your house and flame you, okay? Because that's super bad. So again, because you get the invulnerability frame, you lose stuff. I think you lose every single status effect, so you will lose Life Blossom. So if you have Life Blossom up, you know, the little flower thing next to your name, and you go Dragon, you don't have Life Blossom anymore, okay? If you're doing a mirror match against another Alexstrasza and you're burning, and you go Dragon, you're no longer burning, and she has to reapply the first burn on you, okay? What are situations where you want to put your ult on a 10-second cooldown if you're bad?
Welcome.
That's
Pay
the
close
situation.
attention. Hopefully you'll learn something.
Mr. Slackenstall, thanks for the host. Everyone, you guys should all say hi to him and congratulate him. He's been streaming on Twitch for 1 year. This is 1 year anniversary. Woo! But yeah, so you probably don't want to put your ult on a 10-second cooldown is the thing. I mean, I guess if for some reason you have Rhaegar and Alexstrasza, and his ancestral, like he's seeing an ancestral, then maybe at that point you'll be like, oh crap, I don't want to heal a guy that just got ancestral. Then yeah, go put it on a 10-second cooldown. That's real smart. That's Wii Smart material. What is the situation that I think that will ever happen? Probably never, because I don't think any of you guys are that professional. So usually you probably don't have to do it. But yeah. So I'm just telling you that it can cancel, okay? So again, because there is an invulnerability frame, you can do a lot of good with it, but you can screw everything up with it too, okay? So you don't want to screw yourself over. So I'm just telling you, you can mess it up, okay? But you can do so much good with that invulnerability frame, okay? Just don't fuck it up. That face was not professional. Oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, I think those are all the Dragon pro tips that I had. Do I have any other Dragon pro tips? I think that's it. I think those are my Dragon pro tips. Okay. It's great power with great responsibility. Yeah. Okay, do you guys have any other questions about Alex? Alright. Alright. So, if you don't know who Alexstrasza is, she's a dragon lady. There's the Malfi- Anyway, I'm a dragon lady. Her basic talents are pretty interesting. Her Q is the gift of life, so it'll cost 15% of your own health to heal your ally, and then it will convert that 15% of your own health into 150% in your ally. Sounds a little confusing, right? But it makes sense. It shows you easy way to tell how much you're gonna heal is this thing right here. So as of right now, at full health at level 20, I will be healing this Malfurion 882 because he's an idiot. And then it goes down, right? Because my health went down, and it's going back up because I'm healing. So it's going back up because why are these guys even here? Go away. Anyway, that's her Q talent. Her W is abundance. It drops a big circle and it heals. This green circle that's going around tells you when it's about to pop, so you can stand in it to get the healing. That timer is 3 seconds. And it will heal anyone in this circle. Alright. Alright. So, if you don't know who Alexstrasza is, she's a dragon lady. There's the Anyway, I'm a dragon lady. Her basic talents are pretty interesting. Her Q is the gift of life, so it'll cost 15% of your own health to heal your ally, and then it will convert that 15% of your own health into 150% in your ally. Sounds a little confusing, right? But it makes sense. It shows you easy way to tell how much you're gonna heal is this thing right here. So as of right now, at full health at level 20, I will be healing this Malfurion 882 because he's an idiot. And then it goes down, right? Because my health went down, and it's going back up because I'm healing. So it's going back up because why are these guys even here? Go away. Anyway, that's her Q talent. Her W is abundance. It drops a big circle and it heals. This green circle that's going around tells you when it's about to pop, so you can stand in it to get the healing. That timer is 3 seconds. And it will heal anyone in this circle for 20% of their maximum health. So that's pretty dang good. It just takes a little while, so it might feel really slow. So again, this green circle that's going around, once it reaches the other end, then it will pop the heal. So you don't have to be standing in it. And a thing that you can do with it is, if your team is chasing, then you can put it ahead, and then you're able to like run into it, stuff like that. So that's something you can do with it. Her E talent, I'm gonna call it Flame Buffet, because I like eating. It's called Flame Buffet, so you just shoot a fireball. It's a skill shot. You shoot a fireball. Once you hit someone with it, they're set on fire. If you hit someone who is on fire, it will deal additional damage, and it will also slow them for 40%, and the slow decays over 2 seconds. Oh, and on top of that, if you're hitting someone already burning, it will refund the mana cost. So this is really important for her if you want to wave clear. So what you can do with it to wave clear is go away. You know, obviously the first one will cost mana, but if you just keep hitting in it like that, then it won't cost mana, right? This is on a 2-second cooldown. I have cooldowns toggled right now, but it's only on a 2 seconds, so it's super fast. And you just have to keep angling yourself. So another thing that you can do, he's on fire, right? I can angle it, so I hit him and the tower, and now the tower is on fire. So now this tower will give me back mana whenever I hit it. And then you can keep pushing it like that, so you can hit other towers with it, keep pushing it with the tower, stuff like that. So now I have that. You can basically just see them really easily, so stealth is nerfed. However, because of that, then every stealth hero has been buffed in some way, whether it is just numbers or a rework in some way, maybe even a complete rework. So Zeratul got a complete rework, Valera, like Zeratul has a new ult and he has a bunch of new talents, and he lost a bunch of talents too, so they took out Shadow Assault and there's a new ult. Valera, like every ability that Valera uses from stealth, she has a little mini dash and stuff like that. Some people have numbers buffed, things. So that's stealth changes. But yeah, so that is my first impression on Alexstrasza. It's what I personally think about her builds and how I feel about her. I think that she can be really good, and again, keep in mind all the dragon tips, pro tips, very strong. Keep in mind the Q pro tip, because I'm sure some of you guys appreciate boob physics. Okay, I'm out. That's enough Alexstrasza for me. am I gonna play? I actually just played her for almost 6 hours straight. I played a couple of Lele games because there was Lele reworks. But I mostly just played Alexstrasza, and I played her for almost 6 hours, I'd say. Okay. And I have experience with her from BlizzCon as well. Did I do the Lele? Do you want a Lele rework in try mode too? Do I have the energy for that? Cause these entire overviews take a lot of, you know, reading. So it's a little difficult.